Hi everyone.
Hello, hi guys, and welcome to Hangout with ST. She is Alyssa.
And he's Dylan, and Hangout with ST is a weekly show where we bring you top stories of the week.
Now ranging from local to everywhere, whatever is happening
Around the world.
Now before we get into this week's top news, we'd like to thank the viewers for tuning in.
And as always, we are coming to you live from the Straits Times newsroom. So do leave your comments and we'll read it later during the show.
Now, of course, don't forget our new email as well as our Instagram page. It's at Hangout with ST.
So if you want to send Dylan some gifs.
Yes, welcome me back to the show, guys.
Yeah, welcome back to the show. Give you some encouragement for Facebook Face Off later. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so this week, Dylan, we have a national diver on the show, Jonathan Chan. He's the first Singaporean.
Yes.
First Singaporean diver to qualify for the Tokyo Olympics 2020. Very excited.
And our second segment, we will have 3 participants actually that took part in last weekend's Women's Boot Camp.
And then also we have a new, somewhat new segment, hashtag
By now,
positive
not so
vibes.
new lah.
Yeah, but not even 1 month old.
Yeah.
Not yet 100-day anniversary. So it's positive vibes. You'll find out more what we picked for this week. Okay, shall we say hi to people?
Yep.
Okay, let's see if they're in. Okay, so Samuel Chua asks, where's Yan? Well, you know what, Yan is on leave again. Somewhere in Bali. Somewhere in Bali, yeah. So, you know, that's why Dylan is here covering up.
Oh no, I can't pull it up.
Oh, like last week, right?
Okay, got it.
You got it? You got it, right?
Yeah.
Where are your fans?
I have.
Okay, they'll come out sooner or later, huh?
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, so shall we start with the first segment?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sure.
Okay, now Alyssa, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you can swim, right? Because if you can't swim, that's quite disappointing actually.
Okay, so if you can't swim, you're a disappointment to Dylan. I can't swim, I can't.
Yeah, so my next question to you would be, are you afraid of heights?
I am. I'm afraid of depths as well. So like any pool that's like 2 meters and like deeper.
2 meters?
I cannot.
2 meters is
I cannot
from
handle
here.
it. I cannot because my feet must touch. And when my feet touch, my head must be above water. Yeah, I cannot.
So can you do a backflip?
No, I cannot. Thanks, I feel very good about myself right now. Can you do all that?
No.
Can you backflip and all? Right, okay. And
No,
where are you going with this?
It doesn't matter that I cannot do a backflip, but the guest that we're about to bring on can do probably multiple backflips and all on at least a 10-meter platform.
10 meters?
Yeah, it's really crazy, and as a massive sports fan, I am very excited about our first segment.
Now, our first guest, he's the first Singaporean diver to qualify for a place in the 10-meter event at the Olympics, and he's also Singapore's first confirmed participant at the upcoming Tokyo Olympics 2020.
Now, we are very honored to have in the studio with us national diver Jonathan Chan. Hi, Jonathan.
Hey! Hi, Jonathan. Okay, so this is this very sweet, innocent Jonathan. If you have any, you can say hi. Also, can you want to say hi to anybody? Anything you want to say to anyone?
Friends.
Hi, friends. Hi, mom. Hi, dad. Hi.
I don't know whether they're watching.
I hope so.
I was hoping they'll be watching. Okay, so for our viewers at home, if there's anything you want to ask Jonathan, anything you want to know about him, feel free to ask in the comment section.
Yeah, ask him what's his diet like.
Whether he's single.
Whether he's, I don't know, maybe he's afraid of heights, maybe.
Yeah, you know, anything you want to know, ask Jonathan. Jonathan is very game, he will answer it off.
Yes.
You say yes. Okay, so first things first, what I want to know, right? Okay, so first we want to congratulate you on this amazing achievement. You were just in KL for the 8th Asian Diving Cup on Sunday.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So, you know, when you won gold, right, and then when you realized you qualified for Olympics, how do you feel?
Yeah, it must be...
I think it was like more like disbelief because like the we went to this more for experience, not for like to qualify for Olympics. So like when it actually happened, it was like a whoa, it's happening.
Right. Yeah. And then you said that a lot of people were texting you.
Yeah.
So was there anyone that you wanted to like reach out to first, or like, you know?
Also like it took a while before like I got back to the hotel. Then like I didn't buy SIM card. So like by the time I went back, I think like everyone sort of knew already.
Right. And what did your family members say? Or was anyone expecting you to qualify for Olympics? Actually, were you expecting to qualify also?
I think we were aiming for next year's World Cup, which is like in April. But so we knew this one was an Olympic qualifier, but like we weren't expecting anything.
But you're hoping lah, of course. I mean...
no pressure.
There was more no pressure lah. More no pressure.
Okay, but now got pressure. Because you're going to head into Olympics. So do you think training is going to change? Do you think your training will be more intense? Or?
I think I don't think it would be like that much more intense because like what we're doing now is like working lah. So probably stick
Must you
to
go
it.
learn Japanese now that you're grown up?
No. I just need to know how to eat their food.
Right.
So maybe you could tell us a bit about the training that goes on behind the scenes to become a top diver. I mean, now you have already qualified for Olympics. I mean, there is, for any athlete actually, there is no higher stage to perform besides the Olympics.
I guess like normal non-school time trainings, like we train 6 times a week for about 3 to 4 hours. Then with like another 2 strength and conditioning sessions. Yeah.
So what exactly do you do during training? Are you like literally in the pool for 4 hours straight?
Do you jump off the board 1,000 times
Yeah.
or something?
Okay, so for like diving training actually is not we don't continuously jump into the pool non-stop for like 4 hours. That's what everyone thinks it is like when I first started about diving. So actually it's split into like dry land and like the pool time. So dry land actually consists of like trampolines, like jumping on trampolines, doing somersaults onto mats, and also like our own like body weight strength and conditioning. Yeah, so that actually we get the feel of somersaulting first before we bring the tricks itself like to the water. Yeah.
And you had a pretty good background because before you did diving, you were doing gymnastics. So how did that happen? How did
How did you make that switch?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
And how did you start doing gymnastics also? Because is it very common for a guy to do gymnastics usually?
Not very common.
Girls
don't know,
doing it, right?
I think like in general, not a lot of people do gymnastics in Singapore. So
Yeah.
Right.
So like the story that my parents told me was that my sister was very small when she was born. So like her friend told her that to toughen her up a bit so that she doesn't get blown away by the wind, was to like put her into gymnastics. So after she went in, both parents just threw me and my younger sister into gym also. So that's how we started there.
So it's like daycare at the gym now,
Sort of.
something like that. And how do you make the switch to diving?
So the switch to diving only like resurfaced again because of the 2010 YOG. So at that point in time, there were no divers in Singapore. And then because we were hosting, we had a wild card, so we could actually send someone in without qualifying. So because of that, Singapore wanted to get divers ready to actually compete in the YOG itself. So the fastest way was to find people who already know how to flip. So they went around to find like gymnasts who wanted to try out diving. Yeah, so my sister was one of the few who were within that age group. Then from there, my mom was like, you want to go follow Tete and try also. Then that's how it started.
Okay.
So that's why clearly they didn't call me lah. I can't even do one flip.
Oh, Dylan. Okay, so basically you were arrowed lah to be a diver? No?
Not really there.
No? You
Not say
were
arrow lah,
interested?
It was fate, maybe.
Just fate. Right. You were interested?
I was interested.
Right.
So what do you actually love about diving? I mean, what kept you going all these years to really want to get better as a diver?
I don't know whether like there was really something that really continued to push me, because like at the start was definitely because it was fun. Like everything, it's like holds you there because it's fun. Then like the teammates also very fun. Then play. After a while, when it started getting harder, then it started getting scarier. Then it was more of it's sort of part of my life, so I just continued doing it kind of thing.
Too late to back out.
Yeah.
So what scares you? Any part of it scares you? Like the height? I don't know.
It's not so much the height, but it's more of like losing control mid-air.
Okay.
Like things happen lah, so I have splattered quite a few times.
How do you
It's
know?
not great.
Yeah.
And how do you know whether you've lost control mid-air? Like, what is it?
So like let's say some of the somersaults, they're like in a tuck position, right, like that.
Okay.
So then you're supposed to like open at correct timing so you can go in head first.
Okay.
So sometimes like the few times that I remember is like when you open, and then I just remember looking at the sky and then thinking for that split second, something's wrong, something's not right, and then after it was just like pah, and then burning on my back.
Oh, this is like the video. This reminds me of the video.
Oh,
that I
the
saw the other day.
Thai.
Not
eh,
Thai,
no,
the Filipino diver.
Right,
Have you seen this video?
Yeah.
It's,
but that one different though,
it's SEA
because
Games, I think,
they
yeah.
still landed on their feet, so it's not
Yeah.
so bad.
But I imagine you must have hurt a lot to land like that.
Meters.
And what other things? Like, I've seen you do some dives where you do like a headstand. Handstand.
Before.
Not headstand. Handstand on the board before. I think we have some videos of you diving. We have quite a few. Your manager sent us quite a few videos
Okay.
of you jumping. I was very excited. He was like, oh, there you go. It's a pretty cool handstand. Yeah, so aren't you afraid of like hitting your head on the board before you dive?
Yes. I usually think about it so that I don't hit my head when I dive. I'm making sure I'm a safe distance away before anything happens.
Okay, oh, here you go, you did a dive. Okay, we just added that, okay.
Wow, I really cannot imagine doing that.
Do you have a favorite dive? Because there's so many styles, right?
Easier dive, so it's like not so stressful. It's like the forward one.
So what is considered easy for you? What's like so-called easy?
Like forward 3.5.
3.5? Does that mean 3?
3.5 somersaults, so I land on my head.
So if you do 4, will you get Olympic gold?
No, usually everyone lands on their head.
Is the idea to get more rotations in the air, then you get higher points?
Yeah, so like each dive, there's like a degree of difficulty.
Okay.
So it acts as a multiplier. So like the harder the dive, the higher the degree of difficulty.
And how do you know whether that dive is very difficult?
Also, like if you haven't done it before, like as in like no, as in like
us lah.
someone. No, so there's actually a table where
Okay.
each dive already has a degree of difficulty.
Okay.
Yeah, but like if let's say it's a new dive, like someone finally does it, then there's like a whole calculation process for them to come out with the multiplier thing.
Okay, so moving into Olympics, do you think you will, with your coach, try to come up with a new dive or attempt a new dive?
No.
No?
No.
Really?
Yeah. No, like everyone now already like, I would say they're pushing the limits of like human abilities already.
Right.
So like most of the possible dives are already more or less done.
So already to do a rotation 3.5 times in the air, that's very hard already.
Pretty
Just to give us some context.
pushing- is
so
that
that means
pushing
you're
the boundaries
amazing lah.
already?
Actually, you're pretty
The
amazing.
limit is 4.5. Like so far,
4.5.
people have done 4.5.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's China lah, so they're like.
I'm sure you'll do us proud.
I will try my best.
So Jonathan, what else do you do, in your free time besides diving? I mean, I know you dive a lot. You dive probably almost every day. What else do you do in your free time?
Please don't say sleeping.
It's more like lazing around. I feel like a very lazy person outside of training. I was like, I put in so much effort that I was just like, help me do this, help me do that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think you're taking it in your stride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So lastly, have you received any interesting requests from fans? Now that you're gaining some popularity, no pressure,
Yeah, and your
Not
whole week's
really.
been packed.
I don't think I've gotten anything weird yet. Most of them is just like, oh, congratulations.
Do you get any DMs from strangers in your IG?
Yeah.
I got a few lah.
Got a few already?
And
Wow!
then they're just like, congrats, lah. Then you just like, oh, thanks.
Wow, not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. Good job.
Anyway,
Good job,
Jonathan, I think you really you did all of us proud as Singaporeans, and we'll definitely be rooting for you in the upcoming Olympics.
Oh, okay, last question. Where are you going to put your Olympic tattoo? Maybe you can tell everybody.
Yeah.
You want to show? You want to show us where you're going to put it?
Somewhere here.
Right. Nice. You look forward to seeing it when you come back.
All the best.
Thank you.
I mean next year. Right.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for being here.
Okay.
Wow, that was.
That was
I
fun.
feel tired just listening to him
Isn't
talking
it?
about 3.5 rotations.
Yeah. I think Jonathan is
I
very
really-
sweet, guys. If you're wondering, yeah, he's single.
So slide in his DMs.
Slide to his DMs, he'll reply you. Okay, I'll just read, let's see what our viewers are saying. Okay, so you have fans also. Who is Yi Hen Seng, your friend?
Oh yeah, my friend.
Seng Yi Hen. And
Oh,
Samuel Wong
Dylan.
says, hello fellas, I'll just say hi. Okay, any of Jonathan's friends watching? Because I made Jonathan
yeah.
do a shout out on his Instagram.
Yeah, if you're watching, of course, just comment, and Ellie and I will take a look and we'll try to reply.
Oh, okay, so we do have one question from Geneva. Geneva asks, how does Jonathan sustain his passion in this sport? Oh, he's here still. Do you want to answer
How do I
Geneva?
sustain my
Yeah.
passion?
And Crispin Tan says, can you tell John I say hi?
Oh, Christine's my army friend.
Okay, Crispin says, I'm watching. Okay, so Geneva asks you, how do you sustain your passion in this sport?
I think it's more like sticking through it. Like there are definitely a few times where I wanted to quit, but like after like sitting on it for a few days, it's like okay, I can still push through. So it's not too bad. Plus like all the support from my friends and families. Like in school, I have like a bunch of friends who will always help me like catch up with schoolwork. And like my teachers were also very understanding. Then my parents don't really pressure me in the sense like, okay, you are going to Olympics. They're more of just like, okay, just do your best, and then we are proud of you really. Yeah.
Wow, that's very sweet.
So when were the moments that you wanted to give up? You said.
I think that one mostly like army, because it was very, like diving as a sport is very technical. So that's why we train every day, because like, let's say you take a short break, you can sort of like lose the feeling of like the dives very easily. So that time I was going for like outfields, and then right after the outfield I had like a competition, like 2 back-to-back competitions. So it was super like mentally draining. And after I came back, I was like, whoa, I don't know whether I can do this anymore. Yeah.
Okay, can. And your friend Felix, I'm guessing it's your friend, says John is a good dancer too.
Want to show us the dance?
I'm sure you got some moves. And then, yeah, so your friends are watching, that's great. You see, it helps that you did your Instagram shout out. Thank you, Jonathan's friends. All right, so thank you so much. So if you have any more questions for Jonathan, feel free to do it in the comment section. I'm pretty sure Jonathan will check it again. I don't know, or maybe ask, no, you don't have to. Or you can just slide into his DMs, all right? All right, so moving on, I'm sure that everyone has seen this picture of a recruit, Imran. It's gone viral, so that came out last week, I believe.
Yep.
But if you didn't know, here's him at his BMT rifle presentation ceremony. It was funny. You guys were talking about it in the office, and
I was really
hilarious.
laughing my head off.
So there you go.
It's our very, very own Chuck Norris-like recruit.
Oh my gosh. So Dylan, since you've been through NS, right? What were your thoughts when you saw this photo?
Honestly, I thought that I was really wondering whether he's going to snap the whole SAR-21 into half. He is massive. This guy is huge.
Looks like, and he's a rugby player, so that's what we found out from snooping around on the interwebs.
Yeah, guys.
Rugby player. So, do you have any particular memory of NS? We want to find out from you guys.
Yeah, do comment and tell us. What are some of your best moments from BMT or NS just in general?
Well, speaking of which, right, that photo, it did spawn countless memes.
I know.
We picked a few.
Yeah.
I thought they were already very funny. if we can show, yes.
Yes,
there we go. So the one I like is Kent says when Imran does a push-up, he pushes the earth down and then pulls it back up to his chest. I love it. I love all these Chuck Norris jokes.
Yeah, it's hilarious. The other one by Daryl Tan. During outfield, Imran completes his shell scrape with one dig.
Have you done a shell scrape before?
I have. Oh. I can honestly tell you that you definitely need a lot more than one dig, for sure.
Okay, so anyway, speaking of BMT, so Dylan, what do you remember about NS?
For BMT specifically, I think I definitely remember being botak, not having any hair. I think that was the first time in my life I had zero hair on my head, and I felt it was a bit traumatizing, but in a good way.
You can tell his hair is very important to him. You can look. Dylan really did his hair today.
Thanks, guys.
There you go.
But of course, I also remember training under the hot sun in Pulau Tekong, and especially on my enlistment day, I really didn't know what to expect. I mean, I've heard a lot of stories, but you know how things are like. It's quite different when you're actually doing it.
And were you worried before going for NS? Were you worried about anything?
Kind of. I mean, maybe not so much worried, but I didn't know what to expect. So I really went in head first lah. I didn't know what to expect.
Okay, so but is there anything that you enjoyed overall, on hindsight, if you look at your NS experience?
Probably just, I guess, the friends that you make. I mean, you guys go through tough times together. It's always a very good bonding experience for everyone.
So will you do it over again?
Good question, but probably not. But our very brave colleague Renee actually got her first taste of NS life last weekend when she went for the women's boot camp in Maju Camp.
So this is the second edition. I believe the first edition was held last year. It's a 2-day, 1-night camp, and it was held in Maju Camp in Clementi, quite near me actually. And we do have a video of how Renee did. So let's see.
Welcome to Women's Boot Camp 2019. I'm here for the weekend to experience what our national servicemen go through in the Army.
All of us were assigned to a platoon and section, just like in the Army.
These are my section mates!
After lunch, we learned how to handle the Singapore Assault Rifle 21 or SAR-21.
Remember, you need to fire with your right eye, right hand.
Every soldier is supposed to treat their rifle like their wife, or in my case, my husband. A bit starchy. Oh, I like this. This is like the creamy pasta sauce. It's like curry with with sweet corn. Now we're about to take on the standard obstacle course.
There are 12 elements in the standard obstacle course. The SOC is designed to test a soldier's agility, movement, and strength.
I don't know whether I can tackle the low rope because I have like zero upper body strength. And also the window looks kind of high, so we'll see how that goes.
So that's Renee for the full video, and to see how she did for the obstacle course, you can watch it on straitstimes.com.
So join us in welcoming Renee, Hui Ting, Cheryl, and Lorraine.
So these are her section mates. There you go.
Hello.
Hi guys. So you can see they're all wearing their matchy super bright green t-shirts.
Can I just say I'm really jealous. I like the t-shirt a lot. I wish I had one.
I have an extra one.
Really? Oh. A bit weird lah. Women's boot camp.
Yeah, then you wear it, that'd be weird. Right. Okay, so first of all, I think all of you are very brave to join. I know Renee was forced into doing this, but the rest of you volunteered, right, to go on this boot camp. Can you tell us what made you decide to sign up?
I think for my case, it's more like she shared the link in the WhatsApp group. Then
Right.
after that, I'm like, okay, then just tag me and see your industry only, right?
Yeah,
Then probably the way they describe it, make it sound very fun.
right.
But I think the interest comes after that. So it's like, you know, then we sort of got a hype and we are like, okay, let's go for it. And like we just signed up for it already.
Right, right. And for you?
Actually, I have always been very interested in all the obstacle course and camo cream and everything. So I just go ahead and join.
Oh, so actually you're quite, all of you are quite garang actually. Right, you all were, yeah. So I'm guessing you're the kind, you guys like outward bound camp, school.
More outdoor activities.
Yeah, you're pretty outdoorsy lah. Okay, so how would you describe your experience?
I mean, I don't know whether fun is the word to use over here because to tell people say I go army, I'm having fun there. It's like it's a bit odd, right? But like we at least got a glimpse of what the NS boys go through. It's just a tip of the iceberg, but I think we get to appreciate what they are going through, and we enjoy ourselves.
Enjoy yourselves. Okay.
And how about the rest of you?
For me, it's like an eye-opening experience because we always hear stories from friends, but we don't get to experience it. Then the experience was really very interesting. SOC is really not easy. Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah, it looks easy, but it's actually not easy.
Which part did you struggle in the SOC?
The rope.
Yeah.
I think we all struggle with that.
Is it?
Yeah.
But did they tell you about the technique that you
They
supposed
did,
to?
Yeah.
but it's not easy when you put it in practice, when you actually go down there and do it.
Also, please enlighten me, what technique is this? I'm the only one here who's not done it.
That's true. No, I think if I remember correctly, you're supposed to kind of coil the rope around your leg and then
Yeah, around your feet.
how to describe? Yeah lah. So you coil and then you can kind of
So
step
you
like
kind
that.
of use it to support yourself as you go up.
So like that, you kind of put your weight on your foot. So you don't put it on your hand because if you put it on your arm, unless you're recruit Imran lah, you cannot put yourself.
No, you don't pull it, it pulls you.
Yeah.
Got it. Wow. Okay. Then is there anything that you kind of enjoyed? So Renee, feel free to, anything you enjoyed about camp? The food, maybe?
I think
How
the
was the
ration
food?
was interestingly not bad.
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you knew what you were eating, right?
Most of it.
Which food did you like? I mean, which?
The rendang chicken.
Oh, I didn't know they had
there
rendang
was?
chicken.
Yeah, at the closing ceremony, I
Yeah.
tried that during the closing ceremony.
Oh.
Oh, you
Yeah,
missed
yeah.
out.
Yeah, I didn't manage to eat the food because I was busy working.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yes, sorry. Yeah. You have to put the video together.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, anything that you enjoyed?
The SAR 21.
The rifle thing? Like handling it?
Yeah, handling, and we get to shoot blanks.
Oh, okay.
So that's
So they
really,
brought you guys to the range and everything?
yeah, something like a range. Yeah.
Something like range. Okay.
Yeah, like they have the what's that?
It's like a tentage area.
Oh.
Okay, so Renee in the video, she said that you gotta treat your rifle like you treat your wife, or in this case, your husband. Actually, what does that mean? So how are you supposed to treat the rifle?
No, because they always say that you're
Rough
supposed
or
to.
gentle?
Just
Just asking, right? So do you?
I think it's more of the sense that you're supposed to be responsible for your rifle. In the sense that you cannot lose it and stuff. I mean, if it goes in the wrong hands, hey, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what
Hold
will
on
happen?
tight to your rifle.
So probably that's why. So did they tell you that during the boot camp?
One of the trainers mentioned it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you find it cheesy though? Okay, not what I'm curious to know, right? If there were to be a zombie apocalypse, which one of you do you think will survive?
Oh, tell us why. Why?
Right. I say
Cheryl.
I share my
Okay, because basically I play a lot of games.
Okay,
Computer games.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, Left 4 Dead.
Right.
Yeah, all different kinds of first-person shooters. So,
You're confident.
Oh, so it's your shooting skills that you're confident about.
yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
What about soldiering skills, like for the rest of you?
I think she's quite good.
Mm.
Yeah, like she's you're really on the ball. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
throughout the whole camp.
And the rest of you, no.
So none of you are confident you'll survive
everyone
zombie
was lah.
apocalypse.
I think they can.
Yeah. I mean, if
hiding
we
though.
can do women's boot camp,
Yeah.
we can do anything.
Survive the women's boot camp.
Do you think you'll do it again?
Which one?
The women's boot camp.
Longer duration.
Actually, yeah, why not?
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
So you hope that it's a longer, few more days maybe, because 2 days 1 night. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good experience, but I think a bit short lah.
Yeah.
Can't really tell. So are there some myths and misconceptions that you guys had about NS that you had before you went for women's boot camp, and now that you've gone through women's boot camp, are there some myths that you had that kind of like, how do I put it, that changed?
Actually, yeah, because like we always associate NS with NS men, NS boys. So like women are technically they are sort of the minority in the army camp, but I think after when we go through the entire boot camp, right, we realize that the force in the women in the force is actually suddenly like you see them like sprouting out, like wow, there's actually a big group of them from the regulars to the volunteer corps. So yeah, it sort of amazed us, like, you know, how dedicated the women are to serve the army as well, and we are pretty thankful for them.
And do you find you have newfound appreciation for the men in your life who served the country?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
So
easy.
Ellie, I think you're the only person who hasn't been. It's time to go for next year's women's boot camp.
We'll see. We'll see. I'll try to use the technique you taught me with the
The rope.
with the rope, but we'll see. Definitely, I'll just fall.
It's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah, I'm not confident. that I'll do well at it actually.
Hey, maybe Jonathan he's a champion when it comes to the rope.
Pretty sure.
Our Olympian.
Pretty sure. You're trying to get him in trouble, right? All right. Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming on
Thanks
and
for coming.
sharing about your women's boot camp experience. It was fun, and I know that I will stick with you if ever there'll be a zombie invasion. I'm very scared of zombies, so I'll find you when that happens.
All right, thanks so much for coming, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so maybe we'll just say hi. Okay, you know what, Dylan? Someone wants to know where you get your haircuts. Sean Oliver C.
Oh,
Is that your friend?
yeah.
Yeah, why don't you tell everyone where you get your haircut?
I cut my hair at in Holland. In Holland.
Holland.
There's a barber over there.
Oh, you're a Holland boy.
Holland boy.
Holland village boy.
Let's see if there's any other
And
comments.
how
I
do you
can
style
make
your hair? Maybe you want to tell us too?
up. Just use product lah. I mean, no.
Like,
no,
do you
no,
blow
no,
dry
no.
your hair?
No, actually
Use
no.
pomade? You use wet? You woke up like this?
No lah, of course I use product.
Tell us you so hard to get it out.
It's secret.
No, very tight lip. All right, so Dylan, since I can't get any hair secrets from you, let's move on to our next segment, #positive vibes. I love the music, right? So this is a kind of newish segment, and we introduced it a few weeks ago. That's because the internet has been, full of doom and gloom, and we want to have something that's heartwarming.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, always good to have some good news in life.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yes, I agree.
So the story we chose this week is our dearest football, Lions, the national team. The Lions actually beat Palestine 2-1 in their World Cup qualifying match just 2 days ago, actually, at the Jalan Besar Stadium.
Now, they seem to be on a winning streak because just a week earlier, they drew 2-2 with Yemen.
So this puts Lions on the top of Group D. So of course, it's a really, really big deal because Palestine is actually 60 places ahead of Singapore.
Wow, that's amazing. And you know what? Because Dylan is a huge football fan, I'll let him do a quick summary of the game.
Okay, how much time do you have? I could go into real detail here.
Go for it, man. Give me your best shot.
Okay, so our left wing back, Shakir Hamza, actually was the quickest to a loose ball on the edge of the penalty box, and he actually scored the opening goal in the 4th minute. So that was the first thing that really got me jumping out of my seat. I was like, wow.
And you were watching this online, right?
Yes, I was watching online. And but of course, sadly, the lead was short-lived because the visitors actually equalized in the 14th minute. But after that, Singapore defender Safwan Bahrudin actually restored the Republic's lead with a very fantastic header from a good corner, actually, and actually powered the header home.
Clearly, Dylan is a football player. I'm not.
I was really very brief already.
Really? Thank you so much for your sweet summary.
So well done, Singapore. We wish you guys all the best, of course, for the World Cup qualification.
Definitely. And now, ending things off on a light note, we have Facebook Face Off. Okay, so for this one, right, this is where we trawl through Straits Facebook. We look for the dumbest comments that you guys leave behind, and then we go head to head, 3 rounds. If you think that the jokes that Dylan picks are funny, type in D.
And of course, if you think Alyssa is funnier than me, type in A.
So the last time Dylan was here, I completely trashed him. I'm not saying this in a cocky way. I'm just saying that, you know, I really went hard on you. I really didn't give you a chance. So maybe this time, I don't know.
See, I'm going to get ready, adjust my jacket.
Yeah, even if I knock you down, you come back right up.
Yep.
So good on you. Good, you did.
Okay, but of course, ladies first. Ellie, you can
thank you so
start
much.
off.
Thank you so much. Okay, so this one I chose, right? Okay, so apparently Singaporeans, they are most embarrassed by their social media posts on drunken behavior and offensive comments. So if you feel cute, you might delete later. You better delete it later. And then Natasha Vincent, she texts a friend and she says, I personally feel attacked by this relatable content. I can relate. It's funny.
It's not very funny, lah.
It's happened to me before. Like I posted something.
Tell us some of your crazy, so-called not crazy, but your embarrassing stuff that you posted on social media.
I basically just posted something embarrassing. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
And then I just wished I didn't. Then I deleted it. So I can relate to Natasha Vincent.
Hey guys, this is where I come and blow Ellie away with my first joke of the day.
Okay.
So I picked the Straits article about the two James Bonds, Pierce Brosnan and Daniel Craig, saying that a woman could play the future 007. And so we said, Kyo Toon actually said, is it time for men to play Charlie's Angels too? Not cool. And Matthew Lowe replied, you mean Angels, Charlie's? Funny, right?
Not bad. It's good.
So
wow, I have to boost his ego somehow. Wow, I can't believe it. Okay, good job, Dylan. Okay, round 2, you go.
Okay, so round 2, I picked a Straits article about how David Beckham marries, in inverted commas of course, Angela Baby in London. Andrew Lee says, what kind of name is that? I am handsome Lee Hunk.
It's good. It's a good one.
Funny?
Funny. Very funny.
It's okay, it doesn't matter what you think. I hope the audience thinks
True, it doesn't matter what I
funny.
think. It's true, yes. Only what you guys think. Okay, so my turn. I chose the same story as you, but I believe I chose a better comment.
Your originality is
Hey, it's just the story. Okay, so the one I chose is by Christopher Chan because, you know, Angela Baby got married to David Beckham, right? So can we all please have 1 minute of silence for the Asian men? The joke is supposed to appear. Yes, there you go. The timing a bit off, but it's okay. I thought it was funny. We should just collective silence for Asian men out there.
See, can you hear the awkward silence from everyone?
It's meant to be silent in the studio, so I can't tell whether because it's a bad joke or not. Okay, anyway, if you think Dylan's jokes were funny, type in D.
If you think Alyssa was funnier, type in A.
Okay, so final round, and I'll end it.
So it's now or never.
It's now or never. It's now or never.
Round.
Okay, this story I chose is American band Green Day. They'll return to Singapore Indoor Stadium in 2020. So Green Day fans, that's awesome. And this joke, and the comment that I chose from Shah Rizal says, wake me up when 2019 ends.
Okay, but I heard this joke before.
Yeah.
So the whole September.
Yeah, that means you get the joke. That's awesome.
I get the joke,
that means you get it. half the better one. Hey, Dylan.
Okay, but the one I picked was from our article that about the new iPhone, actually, the new iPhone 11. And JX Lee says, the new camera looks like a hornet's nest. Have you seen the new camera?
Yes.
Looks like hornet's nest, right?
It does, yeah. It does.
I saw this other joke because you know iPhone 11 now it has three cameras.
Yeah.
And I saw this meme. They said in I think iPhone 21 or something.
Okay.
The whole of the back of the iPhone is going to have cameras.
Oh, that's gross. Oh my gosh,
Can you
like a
imagine?
fly or like a spider.
Wow.
That's gross. That's a phobia. There's a term for it, but I forgot what it is.
The fear of holes, right?
Is it? It's
Yeah.
called fear of holes or
No,
like
I mean, there's
patterns and stuff.
yeah, I think there's a real name for it, but I don't know.
There is, yeah.
Of course, if you think Alyssa is funnier, type in A.
If you think Dylan is funny, type in D. And you know what? Actually, Dylan, you are leading.
Hey.
Yeah, from what
Thanks,
I
guys.
see, you are leading. People do find you funny, which is great. I think every once in a while
This
you
is
should
good for
you
my
should win.
This is good for my self-esteem.
Yes, that's
I
why
feel
I
like-
believe it's good that you should just win this week.
we should alternate lah.
yeah, just take it, Dylan. Just take it. So I guess we are ready to close voting. If not quickly, please just type your votes. In 5 seconds, maybe we can close it. 5, 4,
3,
3, 2, 1, and it's a draw. It's a draw, but can we still both be winners, please? Because
Yeah.
oh, I won! Yay! Actually, I won. Oh, I won. Who gave? Yay! Sanjo.
Yes.
How am I funnier? I won! Oh my god! This is like a shocking upset. It's like,
Oh man.
wow.
I thought I had the lead, but
I-
clearly you stole it.
So
away
did I.
again.
So did I. I thought you were leading. Okay, guys, please go easy on Dylan next time, okay? I think he really needs to win.
So
Okay,
thanks
bye.
so much for
Thanks
voting.
Thanks for being so
yeah.
sporting, lah, Dylan. Yeah.
Anything, man. Anything for the team.
Anything for the team.
So last week we actually had a giveaway for the F1 Thursday Pit Lane Experience, which is happening on September 19th at 8 p.m.
So thank you to everyone who took part in the giveaway and were commenting on our Instagram, and to our 5 winners who won a pair of tickets each. Have a fun time, and remember to tag us when you're there. Take photos and then tag us on social media.
Yeah, tag us on social media. And that's all we have for you this week. And don't forget to tune in again next week, same time, same place.
And for more top stories and videos, do log on to straightsnimes.com. We're also on social media over here.
Yep.
Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.
And don't forget to share with all your friends as well. And once again, she's Alyssa.
And he's Dylan.
And goodbye, and see you next week.